school's College of Education.
So your dad taught at the same high school that you were a student at?
Yes.
Oh, that must be bad.
He might hear this.
I can't even
but
imagine.
I will tell you this: it was difficult for both of us at times.
Yeah, really.
Although I never got in serious trouble. Teachers just all went and told my dad what I did. So
That must be interesting because you sort of had a different persona when you were at school, didn't you? As a kid.
well, it's part of both my parents are teachers, and I refuse to be a teacher simply because there's too much worlds colliding. You know, the old sign club. Like my kids go to school, and school is their world. You know, they get to be themselves there.
That's what
I never could because
Right.
when I said the F word in PE, the coach was like, "Do you want me to go tell your dad?" When I
You can say the F word here, it doesn't really
It's
matter.
great when I said fucking PE and when I
Who
flipped
are
off.
you saying fuck to?
I was pissed off at somebody else in PE.
Who was being a fuck.
Yeah, a fucking moron.
Fuck you, you fucking PE
Yeah,
person. You fucking fuck, exactly.
fucking McFuckface.
What are they, how do they curse in Finland?
Do you want specific cuss words or?
Oh, we don't know any Finnish at this table, do we?
I mean, they have the
wait a minute, you
same.
speak any Finnish?
9?
No.
Close, so close. They mostly the same words, though they're stronger. They're sort of equivalent of the F word is the word.
So the word
for
fuck is a curse word in Finnish as well as.
Well, I mean, sure.
Interesting.
Well, the equivalent is actually I'm comfortable with saying this in English. The C word. They
Oh,
just
right.
they just
Throw it around.
they would just say
Cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
Why would cancer be a
Cantaloupe actually.
cantaloupe?
Yeah, you
Right.
cantalouping moron or
You see,
something like that.
the word cunt in England and in New Zealand and Australia is totally fine. It doesn't have any sort of bad.
Right.
I mean, you can call a person a cunt. Someone who's a cunt is like, that's not really a bad thing.
Chubby cunt.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything like. It's not so bad. Like here, it's the nastiest possible for you to say. I mean,
Fantastic word.
you couldn't say it.
It doesn't bother me that much. See you next
Doesn't-
Tuesday.
Well, since
I was recently called out on Facebook, so I had to. It happens.
was it part of a live video stream?
No, you were going for 2.
Why did somebody call you a cunt? What did you do?
No. Well,
Have you done something, or they just didn't like the look of you?
I had done something, but they misunderstood the circumstances, which is probably usually the case if you throw that word around.
Yeah.
But I'd started a food fight, a cupcake fight,
Did you? Where?
at South by Southwest in Austin.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, they weren't very happy about
Like
it.
an actual in-person cupcake fight, or
Yes,
not
yeah.
like some sort of Facebook game?
No, real, not digital, tangible cream cheese icing cupcakes. that
That's the
were
best thing
thrown
to do
around
with
the
it.
room.
What made you do that?
Yeah.
Were you drunk?
No, so there's this place in Austin that has really, truly delicious gourmet cupcakes. You know, they're $4 a pop. No joke cupcakes. I always have one before I do a show in Austin, and I just decided I wanted everyone who came to my show to have one as well.
So you bought a bunch of
So
cupcakes.
yeah, we pretty much bought them out and snuck them into the venue, and then passed them out in the last number. And I got a little carried away and told people they should feed their neighbor across the room. And then everyone had a great time, except for the people who ran the venue.
Oh,
And
that's who
hence
called you.
the C word emerged
So someone who
On
ran the
Facebook.
thing.
on Facebook. Yeah.
Hey, well, screw
So I
them. We're
just
not
get-
going
no,
back
I
there.
think it's great. I mean, I feel like I've made it now.
Yeah, what was the venue?
Cheer up Charlie's, ironically.
Sure. Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
since we saw you, first of all, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Last time you came on the show, you just came as yourself.
I am being myself.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't have the whole outfit.
I had one curler on.
You did?
Yeah, I just didn't have my whole.
This is
curler.
great with a whole bunch of curlers and.
Thank you,
and
thank you.
the-
Well,
and
I've
the
had a busy day, so I've just
black-
been running around all day.
Where have you been today with your gorgeous? And the makeup is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Well, I just came from the trash diva in the French Quarter.
Okay.
Picking out some new lingerie for.
Are you wearing the lingerie under this?
I am.
What
Yeah, I
you got
am.
on? Oh, nice.
Here, let me do a reveal.
Look at that. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so that's okay. If you're watching this on our live Facebook, feed, that is gorgeous. What do you call that? A bra and petticoat?
Yeah,
I
well,
suppose.
this is made
So-
from a vintage pattern
Oh, really? So,
from the 1960s.
where did you get the? Who got the pattern?
A fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I do a birthday show every year here in New Orleans, and the tradition has started where I give out gifts to people, and they give me gifts back. And last year, one of the gifts I received was a beautiful custom-made robe, and so I followed up with her on Instagram, my favorite place,
Right.
and said, "Hey, make me some more stuff." And so
Cool.
she did.
So she whipped up this like brown.
Yeah.
And petticoat.
Right?
It's nice, and it's like
Yeah.
a salmon pink colour.
Yeah.
So normally you have this
Comfortable.
giant pointy bra thing that it's like sort of an art piece, really.
It is. Yeah, that was 3D printed by a New Orleans company called Printing House.
And they made that like layer by layer.
Yes.
So it forms like a
Yes.
giant.
And what's interesting is her background, the designer Frances, she actually works in prosthetics. So she helps people make custom prosthetic limbs. The one that she was working on the same time as she made my bra was a hunting fanatic who was missing the lower part of his left leg. And so she put into it these amazing designs of like a hound dog and a gun. And so it's like an actual art piece.
It's like a
fashion.
tattooed prosthetic.
Exactly, yeah. So
cool.
that it isn't just,
That's it.
functional, it's also fashion.
That's
Killer.
Frances Guevara.
Yes.
You know,
you're
she's like,
familiar.
yes, she makes 3D printed clothes.
Yeah, my bra.
She made that bra,
And
right?
she made a bikini as well.
She's like a sort of a trendsetter. She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
So that's what she does. I didn't know that's what she did for a living. She makes prosthetics as well.
I think that was like her main interaction. She's sort of like a brilliant middleman. Like someone will come to her and say, I need this thing made. And she'll actually design it and figure out the specifications and then tell the machine what to
So
do.
did the dude shoot his own leg off?
Don't know
That
the
was my
backstory.
question too.
Don't know the backstory.
It's one thing to be a hunting fanatic. It's another thing to shoot your own leg off.
Regardless of what really happened, he's telling people that it was a bear.
Oh.
The bear took it, and that bear is now mounted
Oh,
in
that-
his living room. Right? He said, "You should see the other guy."
Do we have bears here in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
It's on the license
Certainly.
plate. Does anyone ever see you? Seen them?
Yeah, I'm Laura Decatur all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Sadie, have you? Yes, yes.
All right. Man, you've never seen a bear, have you? You have. Okay, listen, what am I going to do? I'm going to read these bios, but I never got through any more. Listen, shall I finish famines?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was actually so interested. We never really explained fully how the C word is used in Finland, like because
That's what we got on camera.
fuck it can be a verb, can be
Right.
adjective. Is it the same way?
No, I mean,
Cunt
they-
can be an
like
verb.
translated, they won't really say "fuck you" with that same word. They would say one of their big ones is literally it means smell shit, and that's sort of the equivalent of "f you," but the C word gets thrown in front of a bunch of stuff. So if you really want to curse, you would say the equivalent of say "fucking hell." You would say "vitun perhana" or "perkele."
Ooh,
Yeah, I know they roll those R's. So you would just you can just put an addition on the end of the word, the C word, to make it an adjective or an adverb. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
it's-
are we actually, what's the literal translation? Smell shit, cunt.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Cunt
wanted to
smell
say that, I mean, if you
Cunt
just,
smell shit. Which one is
I mean, smell shit would just be like haista pasca. That's what you would say. But if you wanted to say, fucking hell, you would just say vitun perkele, and that's literally cunty hell.
Okay, so what would I say in
My kind
PE
of
if I
hell.
was... What would I say in PE if I was pissed off at someone I was saying fuck you?
You might say voi vittu, which is just to you, cunt.
Who you cunt?
Yeah, kind of. It's just close.
Okay.
Or you might also say haista vittu, which means smell cunt. Or I mean, they're very creative. Or they might just go
You
into
remember
English.
all this crap from high school, so you got a good memory.
Well, I mean, that's the stuff you remember. Ask me how to get a sandwich. I have no idea. But if you want me to cuss, I can break it
Could
down.
you have a conversation and finish?
Nah, not. I mean, maybe very, very basic.
Right.
Sort of. How do you do? Where is the library? Donde está la biblioteca? Or something.
Where's
something
the
along
library?
those
Cunt,
lines.
you mean?
Yeah. Where is the cunty library?
All right, well, that's something we didn't know about Finland. And did you get to go in the sauna?
Yeah, frequently. Almost every house has a sauna.
Everybody's got their own
So
sauna.
yeah, sure.
Would you like to go back?
Lovely.
Sure. Yeah, it's a lovely sort of uncrowded place. It doesn't have a huge population, and things are very sort of shy and reserved. So no one will bother you if you don't bother them, pretty much. Yeah, it's a good place to get away.
Is it true that they have the highest incidence of suicide in
I mean, everyone always says that, but that's true of like every area where it's dark for 20 hours a day during the winter. And-
Is it really?
I mean, people say
I
that
would
about
love it.
every
I would
place.
love it if it was night the whole time.
No, you don't know
You
that.
can get that.
You can only masturbate so much, Grant. You don't know that.
How do you know?
You're right. I
Well,
don't.
don't you
Sounds like you need
think, don't
to
you
test
think
that
night all the
hypothesis.
time would be great? There would be no daylight. It would be how great would that be? But it actually drives you crazy. It makes you want to kill you.
It's, I mean, I remember, I remember being in school like at 9 o'clock and watching the sun go up, and then still being in school and watch it go down at 3 o'clock. But then in the summer, it never goes down. It never gets totally dark in parts of the country. So,
Wow. Why don't people
What about
just?
the circadian rhythm? Like, is it different there? Is it still a 24-hour thing?
yeah, I assume so. Look, I was a kid when I was there, and I never really had problems sleeping, so it was fine with me. But I do, you know, it is weird when you look at the clock and it's like it is right now, and you look down at the clock and it's 10:15 at night. And
Yeah.
you think, okay, something's not right. So
Something's awry.
yeah, I'm gonna go kill myself.
I can see why. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, boyfriend. Here comes the rest of it. It says Feynman spent a long time tilting at the windmill of a humanities PhD degree. So you almost got a doctorate in what?
What's called Ancient Near Eastern Studies. I studied ancient Iraq, pre-Muslim, pre-Christian era,
We could do a whole show on this now. Yeah, we're off to the races here. Pre-Muslim Iraq.
yeah.
Well, there wasn't any such place as Iraq.
No,
before there was-
true.
So what was it called?
Well,
Mesopotamia?
yeah, I mean, Mesopotamia is sort of the Latin name for it, but
Latin, is it?
you had, I think that's Latin. You had the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, and then the Persians, of course, and then Alexander the Great. And from then, you're Alexander, the kingdoms that followed him, and then the Romans. And then
So you got to chapter 9 or something here. Why didn't you finish it?
suffice it to say, the people who were supervising me and me decided mutually that it wasn't going to work out.
Well, you're too stupid to write about the
Something like that,
Sumerians. Is
yeah.
that what they say?
Yeah.
You don't have what it takes?
We don't think you're one of us was essentially the message coming across.
What college was this at? Because I'd like to call it.
It was at the University of Oxford, actually.
Oxford
Wait.
University in England.
Yeah, yeah.
The university.
The
That's the one, pretty much.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not as, I'll just tell you this, it's not as hard to get into as
Yes, it
people
is.
think it is.
It is.
They let me in, which was a ridiculous mistake.
Well, it turned out to be a mistake, yeah.
An Oxford job.
I am proud of that.
What was the actual conversation when they decided, well, how they put it? Because the British don't usually like to have a confrontation.
It's a long, cunty story, but what essentially is I had a meeting with a couple of professors. I thought the meeting went fine, lasted about an hour, and I got a letter 2 weeks later that said, not in so many words, but we don't really think you're one of us. And I took the letter to my supervisor and said, they don't think I'm one of them, and I don't think I really want to be one of them. And so I returned to the U.S. with my tail between my legs.
What is one of them? That's like a crusty old British professor?
A
Or is,
scholar. A member of the
Academia.
Ivory Tower. Someone who looks at the arcane all day.
So they didn't-
Expects to believe it.
they didn't kick you out exactly then. They suggested that you fuck off and you said, all right,
I said,
fuck you. Yeah. That sounds like it might have been a rash decision. Can you, I guess you can't go back to Oxford. It's not like, LSU or something where they'll take you back.
No, it was a very good decision. I mean, honestly, if I'd have finished, the job market in that degree is worse even than it is for like newspaper journalists.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Honestly, my friends who stayed with it are like, my gosh, look at all the jobs. And I'm like, yeah. So
So what would you have been? You would have been a professor
yeah, probably.
of pre...
I mean,
studies.
sometimes you just go into a history department and become a history professor. If you're at one of the schools that does it, you might be a professor in the ancient studies department, the ancient Near Eastern department.
And you have to spend your lifetime then writing about this stuff, which is never changing, which is just frozen in time
Right.
back in the,
The thing that changes
You
is
gotta
the
find-
way you study it. And so that keeps changing. And I mean, you actually can get a window into, I don't want to nerd out too much here, but you can get a window.
hang on a sec, what's up?
It's not working. I don't
What's
know.